Now,
All right, let's bring back in our guest still with us, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor David Bruno. And David, as I was mentioning earlier, they were able to get out that it was homicidal violence, right? They had no cause of death, but she said homicidal violence was effective. But do you agree with me that it's a problem for the state that there is no cause of death, that they can't say she was stabbed 10 times or hit about the head 8 times? Because then they could tie it into what they said in opening statements, that this is a case about domestic violence.
You know, Mike, I think that would be a great argument if you didn't have a severed head that was cut off by a saw, because obviously there was some sort of violence there, and she's not sure pre or post death. Yeah, it's a little, question mark without a doubt. And I already have concerns about the state's case. It's circumstantial. They don't have the torso. Normal medical examiners, forensic pathologists will bring forth that cause. And to your point, especially after hearing the domestic violence expert, which I was shocked, Michael, number one, that was allowed. Number two, she got on the stand and she had no opinion. She didn't even review reports. She had nothing to add relevant to the facts of the particular case, which I agree with Ashley on the last hour is probably going to be an issue on appeal should this man be convicted. So it's like, yeah, you got no cause. You don't know how she died, what mechanism, and there's all kinds of holes in the circumstantial case. So it's going to be a tough one for prosecutors.
Now, you seem to mention that you thought the dismemberment tells us something. It's interesting because when I look at the dismemberment, I think of a 21-year-old kid. That's not a choice I would think a 21-year-old kid would make, but it sounds like you think that that's sort of an extension of, or maybe shows some semblance of domestic violence, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, let's just think about the perpetrator and the actions that had to go into that act. Mm-hmm. I mean, cutting off a head has to be one of the most egregious and, concerning acts or behaviors that anyone can ever do. I mean, what's worse than not only killing somebody, but detaching the head from the corpse? And not only that, but also hiding it to the extent that that body and the torso is never found.
It's pretty deep. I got to agree. And again, it sounds like it's someone that would have some sort of passionate involvement in the crime, and it's something you could certainly argue